Good morning, everyone. Welcome to This Day. Today is Thursday, and it's April 16th. I wanted to let you know who's on our show today. Of course, we are conducting our interviews via Zoom. So today we are visited by Sue Margolis, and she's going to give us a United update. Then we also are going to do something about baking. So I called it Let's Bake. We've got some good ideas for you. For one ingredient that seems to be missing from all the grocery stores. So we're going to tell you how to duplicate that. And I wanted to mention that the meetings are virtual now, so you can still catch the meetings right here on Channel 6, and we will air those at the same time that they are always aired if they were to be live. As you can see here, we have GRF, which is the first Tuesday, United the second Tuesday, and then of course the third Tuesday, and then we will still have the presidents come on via Zoom and give us an update on those. Let's go ahead and look at our normal resources that we've been supplying you, the cdc.gov website and OC Health Info. cdc.gov, I went to a different section this time, and it's about how to take care of yourself when you're at home, if you're feeling stressed or you have anxiety, that kind of thing, because you know, it's very important that you find ways to sort of decompose your isolation. So wanted to make sure that you had that at your fingertips. So that would be going to cdc.gov, and then of course you can always go to our regular information, ochhealthinfo.com, and there you can find all the numbers of who may have issues. Now, of course, if you go to our own website, which is Laguna Woods Village alerts.com, you will be able to find all of the information. On the right-hand side, we have choices where you can just click on it and it'll bring you to the grocery store guidelines, or it'll bring you to hours of transportation or whatever it is that you need. And then, of course, we always will bring you the updated information about COVID-19 on that same page. And again, that is called Laguna Woods Village alerts.com. You could always email us at info@lagunawoodsvillage.com as well, or you can listen to our recorded hotline, which is updated regularly as we receive new information, 949-268-2019. Now, I don't know about you, but that fog definitely left my home much quicker than I thought it was going to be. So it was beautiful skies today, and it looks like we're going to have that all day today and tomorrow. 71-55, 65-56. Then we have AM clouds sunny, 64-53, and Sunday partly sunny, 67-56, and then Monday partly sunny, 66-57. Now, in our next slide, we have a very nice photo for our sunrise sunset. Our sunrise this morning was 6:18 and our sunset was 7:23. And Mark Rabinowitz found this lovely photo of a man enjoying the outdoors with his mask on. So very good for him that he went ahead and found a very interesting mask that I think he sort of made himself. So some people are getting very creative out there with their masks. So if you've got a photo that you'd like to share with us about something going on in the village, please make sure it's a high-resolution photo, and you can email that to us at lagunawoodsvillagetv@gmail.com. All right, when we come back, we are going to have Sue Margolis give us a United update. Stay tuned. Welcome back. Well, we now have Sue Margolis, who's here from United, and she's going to give us an update on what happened at the meeting this week. Well, Sue, thank you so much for joining us. How are you doing?
I'm doing fine. I'm as healthy as can be so far.
Good. Well, you know what's funny is I was talking to a couple of doctors this week, and they said, yeah, people are staying healthier because we're not around anybody.
Well, I'm not exercising as much, which is not helping my weight, but
Yeah,
I
well,
am.
gosh, no kidding, because I tell you, it's hard to stay away from those snacks.
Right. The refrigerator is too close.
Yeah, no kidding, no kidding. All right, so I understand that there was a board meeting. Tell me a little bit about some of the resolutions that were passed.
We passed two very important resolutions this time. Finally, we're getting some work done, and we've been working on them for many months. The first is the recognition agreement. As most owners are aware, United is a stock corporation, which means no resident owns a mortgageable property. That leaves only loans for method of purchasing a manor. And for many years, there were a number of lenders, but recently there's only been one that qualified. And we've gotten a lot of flack about that. United has now developed an agreement which outlines the qualifications and requirements that the financial institution needs to meet. These protect the financial integrity of the corporation.
I see. Okay. And then what about the second resolution?
Second was the handyman program.
Mm.
In 2018, United implemented a handyman service as a pilot program. The program was greatly appreciated by few, but not sustainable. A task force was formed and a project was divided up into three phases. The first phase rolled out the program for small, non-technical services by using for a nominal fee, and we used an outside servicer. United is now ready to roll out the second for the technical services by
Mm.
using in-house staff to do chargeable services.
Okay.
Residents can have VMS staff help maintain any of the alterations they've made to the manor.
Mhm.
Unaltered manors will still be covered at free of charge. Residents need to fill out a work request and staff will give you a quote. At this time, the work is delayed due to the furlough of staff.
Right. Now let's talk a little bit about the chargeable services. So that doesn't go into effect until everything is over, like the pandemic furloughs are over, right?
Yes, I want to emphasize due to the state mandate that currently VMS staff is responding to all legitimate emergencies only. So we are not working on anything extra.
Okay, perfect. All right, great. And what other type of business did you have?
But due to the virus, we're having some of the custodial staff normally used to maintain the clubhouses,
Mm.
clean the laundry rooms and other areas, since they normally charge to GRF operating cost, and now we'll be charging to United. As part of our fiscal responsibilities, we need to okay it. It
Oh,
wasn't a big deal, but it was just an okay.
yeah.
Also, KPMG, our audit firm,
Mhm.
completed the yearly audit of the financial statements, and this report will be sent out by the end of the month to each manor. No problems were found. We're in good shape.
Excellent, excellent. Now, volunteer opportunities, there's still some available.
Yeah, we're going to be, we are becoming active. Speaking about coming active, we're ready to launch research groups to
Okay.
look into the future since our staff is so busy taking care of today
Mhm.
and being furloughed. If
Mhm.
you have 4 hours and are willing to spend researching on the future of water, software, and the electrical grid, we welcome you. If you have another idea that you could contribute to the future of Laguna Woods, please get in touch with me. I know we have some very talented folks living here, and we're asking you to do is give us 4 hours of your brain power
Mhm.
per month. Even if you're not here all year round, you can contribute via the internet. So please help us out. This will be open to all residents of Laguna Woods. Each group will be working towards creating a white paper which will summarize their thinking. This can be then presented to the various boards and discussed in open meetings. Some of this work may be structured as all of the work now will be structured as internet-based groups in which we can share ideas with everybody in an online community.
Yeah.
I think this will create a more efficient platform than available to some of our board task force, which they will replace, which have been restricted to board members, have required HOA rules limiting propagation of ideas and emails, and offer requiring the presence of staff secretaries, lawyers, and strict conformance to Robert's Rules of Order. So
We
it's
know
going to be a
that.
lot more relaxed brainstorming sessions and
I
not
mean,
quite.
I think there are some good things that are sort of coming out of this. I mean, we're certainly learning how to do Zoom interviews and
Right.
coordinated the go-to meetings now for the meetings, which, yeah, I mean, this has really been an interesting challenge, but you guys are rising to the occasion. You're doing such a good job.
Well, we're trying our best, and we're going to try to be near normal.
Yeah, I know. It's whatever that will be when we come back with all of this, right? So cost saving opportunities, that's great. What do you have for the month?
For the month, each month I try to put out a cost saving thing. Our sewer lines are old and have limited capacity, and the plumbing blockages and the sewer overflows wreak havoc in our community buildings, because when you get it in your bathroom, you're not happy.
Yeah.
One of the biggest sources of blockage are personal hygiene wipes.
Yep.
Last year, we spent $400,000 on repairing damage from stoppage. That's roughly $66 per manor, or $555 per manor per month. There's a great opportunity to save here. Always toss your disposable wipes in the garbage, never in the toilet. Despite marketing claims of flushable wipes, these products clog plumbing systems because they simply don't break down,
Right.
like toilet paper. Once the sewer line or toilet is clogged, you know what happens. The blockage attracts additional debris, and it becomes a critical issue. Place only standard bathroom tissue in the toilets throughout the village. It's just, we are looking at charging residents for plumbing stoppages if wipes are found in the sewer lines.
Oh, so yeah, because I did when you had mentioned that you're going to be talking about this, I did go online, and it's not just a problem in the village, it's a problem all over. And it's really a shame because all of them do say, oh yeah, they're flushable, no problem, they break down, but that is not the case.
Well, especially in older plumbing like we
Sure.
have, which is not as quite as large as some of the newer one, but everything's getting stopped up because the water is decreased in the toilets. So the amount of water that's being sent down the system is much less as well. So that causes stoppages as well.
Well, let's hope they can modify that and help to alleviate any problems you guys might have.
Well, we are modifying by relining all the sewer lines, but that still doesn't stop the stoppages.
Exactly,
Okay.
exactly. Well, what else? I know that there has been a kindness program going on. What are some thoughts?
Well, we're hoping to make the village a kindness and compassion place. And I hope each of you realize that every time you show kindness, you're telling the person you are important and you matter. By performing a small act of kindness for a stranger or a neighbor, you can inspire them to be kind to someone else. One thing can lead to another until everybody is on board, and kindness is going around our community like a wave at the baseball game. And we're seeing that. We saw that with the Ayers Hotel. People were really coming out and being kind and joining together. And we need to make a community and a village, especially in this time of isolation. It is very difficult. So if you can drop something off at your neighbor's front door, do something, buy some groceries, do something for each of people around you, and you will feel warmer from it, and they will too.
That's nice, because you really don't know what someone's going through with, like you said, isolation. You don't know if they're alone. So just giving that smile is really a nice idea. So that's a great thing. Good for you. I think that's a great idea. Anything else?
Nope, that sums up my day.
Okay, all right. Well, fantastic. Well, thank you for joining us, and we'll see you again next time.
Okay, thank you for having me. I
All right.
appreciate it.
Stay healthy out there.
Wash your hands.
Yeah, no kidding. Wash your hands for 20 seconds. All right. Thanks again, Sue.
You're welcome.
All right. And we'll be right back after this.
backed up toilet can wreak havoc in our homes. And with our older sewer lines, a clogged pipe can become a nightmare for our neighbors as well. That's why we have to be careful about what we flush down the village toilets. One of the biggest sources of blockages is personal hygiene wipes. Even if they're labeled flushable, always toss disposable wipes in the trash because these products do not break down like toilet paper. Please, don't throw them in the toilet.
We consider hearing to be an essential part of your life. During this time of quarantine and isolation, you need to be hearing the best you can to understand how to stay safe and to hear your friends and family. Advanced Ear Care is offering service to everyone that needs help with their hearing aids, no matter where it was you purchased. If it's not working properly, please call for a free troubleshooting appointment. We even have hands-free, no-contact curbside service. There's no charge for this service. Advanced Ear Care is here to keep you hearing during these critical days.
Welcome back. Now, many of you have probably gone to the grocery store and you've gone down that baking aisle and lo and behold, they don't have yeast. Weirdest thing, right? Well, I guess everybody has decided we're just gonna bake now and we're gonna bake bread and other things that might require yeast. So today, we're gonna tell you about some substitutions that you can use instead of yeast. So for starters, you can make a simple sourdough starter. If you want to try your hand at sourdough bread and you want to make it from scratch, you can use a sourdough starter and it makes a perfect homemade substitute for yeast. So you can always read about that on how to do the sourdough like you have a recipe, and it doesn't call for yeast, so you should be okay with that one. Another one is combining baking soda and an acid. So for instance, you can use baking soda, and then as an acid, you could use buttermilk, lemon juice, or vinegar. So if you want to know more about what is considered an acid, you could always look that up online and make sure that it is a food item rather than some sort of chemical to make sure that you're choosing the correct acid. Another thing you do is you could cheat. So what you could do is you could find yeast packets inside other kinds of things. So if you didn't want to make a pizza crust, you could steal the yeast packet out of the pizza crust and use it for leavening, such as bread. So you would be able to use it for that. So there you go, a couple of ideas of what you can do for substitutions for yeast. So that's kind of a nice way to go if you need that. Now, I wanted to tell you about our Friday movie, and Friday is tomorrow. It is called The Current War, and we've got a clip for you, so take a look.
The future is here. Hello, I'm George Westinghouse.
Nikola Tesla.
I will be the greatest provider of electrical power in the world. Better than Edison. There's a contest between you.
This is a battle for the brightest minds of America. Today, the impossible becomes possible. And the man that controls that current controls the future. I hope you brought your checkbooks.
If you want to be remembered, it's simple. Shoot a president. But if you prefer to have what I call a legacy, you leave the world a better place than you found it.
You are building miracles out of thin air.
I'm working on something so new that the world would never be the same.
If Mr. Edison succeeds, he will set us back so far we may never recover. Sometimes we have to work outside of the rules to get what's right. That is how you truly win.
Well, you got vultures in every venture, but did I mention that his system's lethal? His current kills people.
He's playing dirty. You can too. You can't see the real force that moves things, and it's not AC, DC, it's not currents, it's currency.
This is costing us a fortune.
Westinghouse stole from me!
My motor. That is our future.
Get it!
You're fired. There's never gonna be anything named Tesla ever again.
Our future's not going to be paved with bricks. recover.
I have the better system. Westinghouse Electric shall endure.
A city of light.
I built it already in my imagination, and it is perfect.
Wow, power and competition at its best. Okay, the current war will be aired tomorrow at 2 p.m. with subtitles, and then at 7 p.m. without. And that movie is brought to you by Kaiser Permanente. So that should be a really good one. I like it. Okay, a reminder again that this Saturday's bulky item pickup will not be happening. That was canceled due to the social distancing restrictions, and we will keep you posted on when it will be back again as soon as some of these stay-at-home and social distancing restrictions have been lifted. I also wanted to tell you that today at 5 o'clock tonight, there is a multi-genre music concert in your home. And again, that's from 5 to 8 p.m. And you can go to YouTube and you just type in Relix, R-E-L-I-X. It'll bring you straight to that YouTube channel and page, and you can just click on it and listen to that live. So that should be a load of fun. Then we also have memorial care. I wanted to remind you that if you wanted to have some groceries delivered and you needed that, it's $21, and they will do it 3 times a week, Mondays, Tuesdays, and Fridays. So tomorrow, if you wanted a delivery, you would need to call today. Call 949-452-3333 or 949-452-3032. Now, let's go ahead and do our weather for you again, and then we're going to leave you with something super fun. So today, weather looks really nice. I mean, beautiful sunshine today. Make sure you get outside and get some of that vitamin D. 71-55, partly sunny tomorrow, 65-56. AM clouds on Saturday, 64-53. Sunday, partly cloudy, 67-56. And then Monday, we've got partly sunny, 66-57. So it looks really, really nice this week, and we don't have any rain, so make sure you get outside and get some of that sun. Now, I actually found this really funny thing online, and it's his name is Gaffigan, and he is just the funniest guy. So he started taping what it was like to be at home with his wife and 5 children. So I thought it would be really fun for you guys to check it out. It's about 3 minutes long, so take a look at it, and then we'll see you again tomorrow here, same station, same time, 9 a.m., and we'll have a Jeff Parker update and a doctor from Memorial Care tomorrow. So stay tuned, have a great day in the village, and stay healthy. Take a look at this.
I'm still here with my wife and 5 children on quarantine in our New York City apartment. How is it?
Good.
Every morning we wake up and we eat, and then we clean, then we argue. Then we eat, and clean, then we argue. Sometimes we mix it up and we argue before we eat or clean. Essentially at this point, my wife and I are running a diner. We make mediocre food for ungrateful recipients, then we clean up and do it again. Sometimes I imagine my family and I are participating in a never-ending episode of that long-running show, Alice.
What's the soup du jour?
Split pea.
That was the soup yesterday.
I would, of course, play Mel, the gruff and grumpy short-order cook, but you know had a heart of gold.
Fill up the salt shakers.
With salt?
No, with uranium. Of course with salt.
My wife, Jeannie, would play the resilient and strong Alice, who's just trying to keep things going.
Don didn't believe in insurance.
How come?
It didn't come in a 6-pack.
My children would play rotating roles. When they were confused or befuddled by a situation, they would play Vera.
Oh, Vera! Lock up.
How?
If they're really sarcastic and mouthy, they would play Flo.
Hey, cutie, where you been all my life?
The first type, I wasn't even born.
And believe me, they say things much worse than kiss my grits.
Mel!
What?
Kiss my grits.
Occasionally, they're sweet, so they play the role of Tommy, Alice's son.
All right, now what if I lose?
Then you've learned a lesson.
What?
Never listen to a 12-year-old kid.
Similar to the TV show, we work unrealistic shifts that start early in the morning and seem to end real late at night. The biggest difference between us and the real show, Alice, is our episode never ends. Anyway, here's the opening title sequence to the show about my life in quarantine.
And in between I cooked and cleaned and went out of my head. Going through life with blinders on, it's tough to see. I had to get up, get out from under and look for me. There's a new girl in town and she's looking good. There's a fresh, freckled face in the neighborhood. There's a new girl in town with a brand new style. She was just passing through, but if things work out, she's gonna stay a while.
Be safe, everyone. We're gonna get through this. Maybe.
May know Agewell for delivering life-saving Meals on Wheels to homebound seniors. But did you know they keep seniors active and engaged at 10 modern centers? Serve nutritious congregate meals amid friendly surroundings. Transport seniors safely to and from appointments, and provide much-needed equipment and other essential services. Now, this vital nonprofit organization needs your support to sustain its mission. This is Agewell Senior Services. Won't you make it yours?
Are you or someone you know facing financial challenges from unexpected emergency expenses? The foundation of Laguna Woods Village can provide the temporary help you need. Meals on Wheels, adult day services, dental services, medical alert services, and ambulance contracts. Contact the Village Social Services at 949-597-4267 to see if you qualify. Neighbors helping neighbors. The mission of the foundation of Laguna Woods Village.
Communities are starting to feel the financial impact of COVID-19, commonly called coronavirus. But we want you to know that there is help. We have disability insurance for workers who are ill or medically quarantined due to COVID-19. Paid family leave is available for those caring for an ill or medically quarantined family member, and unemployment insurance for reduced hours or lost work. We're all in this together. For information on how to stay healthy, visit covid19.ca.gov.
Hello, my name is Nicholas Irizarry. I'm the President and CEO of Align Wealth Advisors here in Laguna Hills, California. For over 30 years, I've helped my clients through thick and thin times. Of course, these are times where people need help most, and we're available. If you're interested, give us a call. My number is 949-715-8585, and I wish you and yours good health.
Welcome to Harvard Eye Associates. We have been proudly serving Orange County for over 40 years. We are excited to announce our Laguna Hills location is now located at a larger state-of-the-art facility, located a block away from our previous location. Our new facility is conveniently located next to Saddleback Hospital and across from Nordstrom Rack at 23961 Calle de la Magdalena. Come join the Circle of Care at Harvard Eye Associates, where the future of vision is today.